So the Black Stars of Ghana have ultimately secured the ticket from Group G after beating South Africa at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium by a goal to nil. Andrea, you scored a goal for the Black Stars from the penalty spot in the 33rd minute of the game. It was an end-to-end action-packed game, if you want to call it like that. I have my colleague Sheikh Tophic, who is the editor for Football Made in Ghana. He watched the game, he followed the game keenly. He's been following the performance of the Black Stars right from the start of the qualifiers. When CK Akono left the scene, Milo has taken over. We have to get Sheikh's view because he's one of the elite sports journalists in the country now. Sheikh, you saw the game yesterday with the Black Stars winning by a goal. What was your general impression about the performance of the Black Stars?
Well, I'm limiting my view to the performance yesterday. I think that the players played well. I maintain that of all the games that they played throughout the qualifiers, it was only yesterday that I saw a spirited Black Stars. It was only yesterday that I saw a team that was playing for purpose. We watched the first game of the Black Stars against Ethiopia. We won 1-0, but it was a game that invited mixed reaction from a lot of Ghanaians because of the way we played. We went to South Africa, they beat us 1-0 there, and that led to the sacking of CK Akono. And since Milo took over, we've not lost a game. We've won two. We won two earlier. That is Zimbabwe, home and away. Then we drew against Ethiopia. Then yesterday was the last game that we played. And all the games, honestly, when I look at the game that the players played yesterday, I think that they played a game with much more determination. You know, they had a sense of purpose. They knew what was at stake. And I saw a different Black Stars in the game that they played.
So with the controversy that ensued on the 32nd minute lead up to the penalty, if you check Twitter, whilst the game was in session, the number one trend in Ghana was the penalty incident. I'm sure you've seen it on TV, you've had the benefit of seeing the replays over and over again. From where you sit as a football pundit and a leading journalist in the country, do you think that incident, the referee Maguete Ndiaye from Senegal got the call wrong, or he got it right, and what the South Africans are now saying? This morning, the SAFA boss has spoken, and he's saying that they are going to officially write to FIFA and then petition FIFA. And one of the things that they are seeking is that they want the match to be replayed at a neutral venue. From your experience in the game and the performance that you saw from the referee, do you think that this is something that FIFA will consider?
It is possible FIFA can give it a consideration. We've seen some happening before. You recall the Joe Lampe incident, and eventually the referee was even banned. It is within the rights of South Africans to call for that. To be honest, if this thing has even happened to Ghanaians, we would have also made the same complaints. I recall in 2017, ahead of the 2018 World Cup, Ghana played against Uganda in Kampala. I was there to watch that particular game, and the officiating was abysmal from South Africa. Eventually, Ghana wrote to FIFA to complain about that. The referee was suspended, he was punished, but it did not change the results. So it's a two-way thing. Regardless, I think that if the Black Stars will play the way they played yesterday, if they play against the South Africans 10 times, they'll be the South Africans. Because apart from the goal that was scored, they created numerous goal-scoring opportunities. In the early minutes of the game, Jordan had an opportunity to score himself. He delayed. Kamal Dean came. Should have given the ball to Kamal Dean to put it at the back of the net, but he decided to go for it, and that resulted in that particular corner kick that brought the penalty. But apart from that, in the second half, we had Kamal Dean getting more than 3 chances, which if he had buried, it would have killed the game. So I think that yes, you know, regardless of the fact that South Africans have their right to complain about whatever they saw, want to go to FIFA, whatever they want to do, it's their right. But the truth of the matter is that if Ghana will play the way we play, and even taking a cue from the game that was played last night, the coach will even want to tweak his tactics and the team a little to play against South Africa. Wherever they beat the Ghanaians, Ghana is still capable of beating South Africa.
So from the performance that you've seen from match day one in the groups up to what we saw yesterday, looking at the other teams that have qualified, do you think that wrapping up the Black Stars can make it out of the final phase to qualify.
The
for
good thing
Qatar.
is that before that final phase, there's going to be an
The
AFCON.
AFCON.
You recall in 2017 when Ghana was playing in the CHAN qualifiers and we couldn't qualify for the CHAN with all the material that he had. But when he came to the WAFU, he won the WAFU championship with 16 nations. And the clarion call was that if the WAFU had been played before the qualifiers, Ghana would have qualified for the CHAN. And I agreed with it because the team shaped up very well in the WAFU championship, which they eventually won. So I have the same feeling. If the team goes to the AFCON and play, because the AFCON, the coach will spend a lot of time with the team. They will go for a training tour. When they come back, they will go to the tournament, and spend some time there. So the coach will get to know the team very well and get his right chemistry. So going forward after the tournament and coming to play in the playoff, I think it will offer him a lot of chances to play whoever he meets in the playoff.
Okay, so that's the thoughts and opinions of Sheikh Tophic Shienu, the editor-in-chief of Football Made in Ghana, one of the elite sports journalists in the country. He's followed the game for a very long time. He's traveled with the Black Stars, he's traveled with other national teams, has spent time in the Bundesliga. I mean, he knows it all, and he's predicted that once there's the AFCON happening in January, the coach Milovan Rajevac will have the opportunity to assess his team and then prepare them, get them battle ready for March 2022, where we will play the final phase of the qualifiers. So Sheikh, thank you very much for making the appearance.
You're welcome, my brother.
Yeah, I don't have the money to pay you. We can pay.